This family prepped their truck with everything they'd need to have one amazing weekend vacation. Everyone was looking forward to it, but they had no idea their trip was going to take an utterly mortifying turn. It did as soon as they discovered what was lurking inside their very own vehicle. Everyone was always so busy, especially the teens, who preferred to hang out with their friends than their own parents. So getting everyone to agree to a family outing was tricky. But they all loved each other so much, and they had a common passion for great adventures too. That all changed in a dramatic twist when someone crept into their lives. The shock was so great that it left everyone scrambling to catch their breath. The Richter family from Oregon are very close. They enjoy spending quality time, and is there a better way to do that than on a family trip? Absolutely not. Which is why everyone was excited to get in the car and head off. Amber and Erik sat in the front while their 3 daughters sat in the back. They were all excited to get on the road, but they never expected this trip to turn into the most unforgettable one of their lives. The family waited until the week of spring break to go on their trip. It was the best time to take a break from work and school. They made sure everything would go smoothly. They even planned to visit all the popular hotspots along the way. They'd counted on the journey being a relaxing one, but it was the total opposite of that. The first stop on the family trip was the Grand Canyon. The thought of hiking through Grand Canyon National Park was something everyone was looking forward to. So they planned their itinerary one night after dinner. By the time they were done, they had some idea of everything they wanted to see and do. The day came and everyone was in great spirits. Most of their bags were overpacked and ready to go. Amber Richter was a little peeved that her 3 daughters packed so much clothes in their bags. It's not like they were going to need it. They brushed their mom off in a respectful manner while she put the bags in the trunk of their truck. They had no idea that someone was actually lurking and watching as the family got ready. Her husband Erik ran out as he saw his wife leaving. He immediately grabbed the bags and told her he'd take care of everything. Then he told her to go back inside and get everything else they'd need for the trip. Amber didn't understand why her husband's forehead was drenched in sweat and why there was such an urgency in his voice, but she knew something wasn't right. The bags were in the back of the truck and full of everything they'd need for the trip. They ate a hearty lunch before they left. Then they got in the car. But as everyone started to get nice and comfortable in their seats, Amber noticed from where she was sitting that there was some kind of shadow in the truck. This made her extremely nervous. The family was ready to start their adventure. They planned every hour of the day precisely, but there was something off. Erik Richter drove an entire mile before he decided to stop. He wanted to immortalize this perfect moment, so he grabbed his camera and told everyone to get ready for a selfie. He accidentally switched to video mode without knowing. Then, as everyone got in the frame, a mysterious someone decided to photobomb the vacationing family. "Oh shoot," Erik claimed. He hadn't realized the camera had switched from photo to video, but he had noticed something else. There was a hooded figure in the back of the truck, and it had been there for a while now. Then Erik saw him just as the mysterious figure was about to reveal himself. Erik's phone had recorded the whole thing. The stranger who was hiding out tried cloaking himself. Erik exclaimed loudly as soon as the hooded figure made his debut, "Rowan, a little to the right." Everyone was a little confused by Erik's request, but they all turned and suddenly the truth became clear. The Richter family consisted of 6 family members. The parents, 3 daughters, and a boy named Rowan. It turns out that Rowan was the hooded figure lurking in the back of the truck. Everyone shrieked with surprise, excitement, and tons of relief. Everything made sense now that the hooded figure's identity was revealed. Everyone was thrilled by Rowan's presence. You see, he's a Marine, but he told his family he couldn't go on the trip. Everyone assumed he'd stayed behind in Oregon. Now they just looked on in utter shock until reality sank in. Then Amber ran out of the car and shouted, "Oh my God, you scared the heck out of me." Soon, tears flowed like beer, and everyone hugged their son and brother. It was the ultimate homecoming away from home. But there was one surprise that Amber was totally clueless about. It turns out this surprise was planned all along, but she was left out of the loop. Amber turned to her husband Erik and asked him if he was in on this. It turns out that he was. He'd picked their son up from the airport. Now Erik had a tough time keeping a straight face, especially since they were all reunited during this family trip. But there was still one other person left to surprise, and that was Rowan's grandmother. This incredible vacation started out with a ton of hugs, screams, and tears of joy. And on top of all that, they got to see the Grand Canyon.